All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Clash More Mics. We are, of course, a show for the fans and by the fans. We're going to get right into it tonight. But before we do, please like and subscribe. We appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you very much. And let's go around the bend real quick and tell everyone what you guys are drinking. Say hi and tell us what you got in the glass.
What's going on, y'all? I got Sam Adams Winter Lager. It's so good. I only get it one time a year, so I got to drink it while I can.
I'm the Debbie Downer tonight. I actually don't have a drink tonight. I just got my water. I haven't been feeling the best, so I know.
Could at
I'm
least
the
said
Debbie
vodka.
Downer tonight, so just water for me tonight. But I
Get
wish
him out of here.
I know I shouldn't even be on the show with this nonsense, but
Man.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to let everybody
What-
down, but just
what a
little
party
awkward
foul.
for the old Jarboski.
That's all right. It happens, brother. All right, and I am. You know what? I'll drink for both of us. I got a New Belgium Tripel. This is actually a very delicious beer. I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. And then I have a big old Bombay on hand here. I'm drinking that neat with just a little metal chiller kind of thing. So.
Is that
Yeah,
the-
There's enough drinks for both of us, so I'm feeling all right about it now.
as I always do.
Double fisting. Yeah.
double fisting like always.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, it's good to be back. I mean, we got a lot to talk about. So we hope y'all are able to join us with a drink wherever you're listening or watching. And let's talk playoffs first. Do we just want to run down the list in order of kickoff?
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the first game?
All right. First game up is number 9, Alabama at number 8, Oklahoma. 7 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern time on ABC ESPN. What do you think?
We're starting with this shit game, huh?
Yeah, this is the first game Friday night.
Bro, I have no real interest in talking about this game. I'll tell you why, because nobody wants to watch this game. I know I don't want to watch it. Anybody other than Alabama and Oklahoma fans, y'all's offense is freaking terrible. It's not fun. It's not entertaining to watch you guys play. Alabama, you don't even belong in this thing. I'm not going to go down that road again, but I kind of want to. But yeah, so this is the absolute worst game to talk about. I hope Oklahoma smokes them. I really do, just because of the SEC bias to get Alabama in. I think Alabama sucks, honestly, and I hope Oklahoma smacks them.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you agree, Patches? But I mean, granted, you all know where we're coming from here as Irish fans. I mean, let's not, let's not beat around the bush.
We're biased.
Yeah, I mean, we're clearly biased, but I mean, look, like you said, it's a pillow fight. It's a pillow fight between pillow biters.
That's a good way to put it. Pillow fight. That's exactly what it is.
It is. I mean, Bama fans, come on, man. Look me in the eye here, dude. Y'all know you don't deserve to be here. Everybody knows you don't deserve to be here. I mean, if you want to say you deserve to be here over James Madison or Tulane, I'll take that. You don't deserve to be here over Notre Dame, flat out, plain and simple. Simpson's mid.
Vegas doesn't think you deserve to be here either.
Right.
If Notre Dame was playing you, either one of you tonight or tomorrow, doesn't matter where, in Alabama or Oklahoma, Vegas would have Notre Dame favored over you. So
Yep,
there's
for sure.
We're not just a bunch of homers. Vegas actually would agree with us.
So with the computers, the computers 100% agree with us as well. Like, we know that we should be a top 5 team, according to them.
And a lot of that's because the quarterbacks are just mid, both of them. They're, I mean,
This is
Simpson's
a
mid.
game.
Playing well for weeks, man. Like, if this was the same Alabama team that beat Georgia and was playing well, because I do think Alabama played well as in the middle of the season for a little while. But the last 4 games, Alabama was pretty terrible or mid. How about maybe not terrible? They were mid,
Mm-hmm.
and so was Oklahoma. You guys are mid. Y'all, you barely beat LSU, who has no offense. If they had a competent quarterback that day, y'all would have lost by 14 points probably. And it's y'all are in the playoffs purely because you're in the SEC. Let's be honest. That's why you're there. And nobody wants to watch it. I know I don't. The offense is going to be absolutely atrocious.
Bought and paid for by the SEC and ESPN.
Bought and paid
ESPN got to follow that money.
And whatever
I
one
mean-
wins, who they play Indiana next? Whoever wins this game plays Indiana
Yeah.
next.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's just
can't wait.
heartbreaking because that's the Rose Bowl too.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
till whoever this is gets beat down by Indiana because it doesn't matter
Right.
which one wins; they're going to get absolutely beat down by the
Exactly.
Big Ten. Who's better than you?
Yep, exactly. And this is a pointless game. You know, I mean, it's really it's like fighting to the death, and then the winner's going to die anyway. You know, it's a waste of time. You know, Oklahoma has a solid defense. You know,
They do.
and they'll hang their hat on that. But you know, they have a high school offense. You know, and you know they can't win it all either. And Bama, you know, couldn't run down its own leg. You know, so there is. What are we talking about here? We can move on as far as I'm concerned. This game is ridiculous.
Another thing I'm going to say about it is Bama. I still feel like gets credibility with a lot of people acting like this is Nick Saban's Alabama. It isn't. This thing is not Nick Saban anymore. We need to move on. That this is like the dominant Bamas of the past. This is not Bama. You are not that program anymore. Yeah, you're a top 10, top 15 program. I'll give you that. But you know, you guys getting the benefit of the doubt was understandable when you had Nick Saban, the best college football coach. You're not that anymore. You're not. And
the SEC isn't the SEC anymore. It's still obviously it's still a top 2 conference. The SEC isn't the SEC anymore. It's a top 2 conference, but it is not, you know, the far and away number 1, hands down best conference. It has competition and it can get knocked off by anybody. You know,
well, they haven't won a national championship, 2 or 3 years, and they're not the favorite to win it this year either. They weren't even in the national championship the last 2 years, and I don't think they're going to be in the national championship this year either.
I don't think so either. I think the Big Ten's gonna win. You know, gonna win it again. It's either going to be Indiana or Ohio State. I think.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. So,
what'd you say, Pouches?
What do you think the score is going to be
of this game?
Who cares? That's what I mean.
I got a high scoring game. I think it's going to be 3-2 Oklahoma.
I was like, where's he going with this?
Soccer scores.
I'm not even
going to entertain this because I honestly don't give a fuck about this game. I hate that Alabama.
I will.
I hate the SEC, and I hate that Alabama is in over us. I think it's absolutely rigged. So I'm not even going to give a score prediction because I don't care.
I will. I think Oklahoma wins the game. I think Oklahoma wins the game handily. I don't know what the spread is. I didn't look, but I think whatever it is, Oklahoma's going to cover it. I think Oklahoma's dogged, actually. But
no, I think Oklahoma's a favorite. But
are they? I thought Bama was favored by like 1.5 or something. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Favored by 1.5.
Doesn't matter.
We use draft.
What'd you say?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, never mind. Don't matter. I'm not going to look it up then.
No.
You know what? We spent enough time on this bullshit game. Let's go to the next one.
I think Bama's gonna score less than 14 points.
Hey, see, did you not just hear me? We said enough about this bullshit.
I heard you. I wanted to get that score in. I want to get that score in. All right, so Saturday, December 20th, number 10. Here we go again. First 2 games. Number 10 Miami at number 7 A&M. That one's at noon Eastern on ABC, ESPN.
I don't have a problem with
Away.
this. You know, I know a lot of Notre Dame fans and people in general I don't have a problem with this. I always understood the Miami thing. They beat us on the field. Yes, it was week 1, but they did beat us on the field. So I actually think Miami is a top 10 team. So I think they actually deserve to be in this. I don't agree with the committee putting us ahead of them all the way till the very last ranking and then deciding, oh, now they're better than Notre Dame. You know, that's a different. We've talked that over and over. We're done with that. So I actually don't have a problem with this game. I think Miami is going to win this game. I really do. I think Miami they're a good football team. So I could see them, and I think Texas A&M kind of limp to the finish line. Honestly, I hope Texas A&M wins because, again, my Notre Dame fanhood comes out. Even though I hate the SEC, I might hate the ACC more. So fuck the ACC. I hope the Aggies get after them in Kyle Field. I think Miami's going to win, but I'm pulling for you, Aggies. I'm pulling for y'all.
You notice how he picked both teams, right?
No, I said Miami's going to win, but I'm pulling for the Aggies.
Pulling for him to win. I mean, I think it's going to be a good game too. My beef wasn't with Miami. beef was with Texas A&M because we should have won that game handily, and our defense never showed up. But I think A&M is going to win. Although, did you hear what Saban thinks? He thinks that they pump noise into that stadium. He doesn't think it's all natural. So
I mean, maybe they do. I think everybody does. But I went to the Notre
Good
Dame.
for them.
Yeah, good for them. And I went to the Notre Dame game last year at Kyle Field, and it felt natural. That same as a loud stadium I've personally been in, and we've talked. I've been in a lot of them, and yeah, I mean, the Kyle Field is legit. Loud stadium. It is. So credit
I
to
think
them.
they're going to win. So I think A&M is going to win the game.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I
Jason.
mean, I think that Rotzi Colt needs to spank Miami's cheeks, man. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. I mean,
In those buns.
getting them buns, get right between them sheets, boy. I think Marcel. Yeah, no Vaseline. Give me Ice Cube style. Good
That's
call.
right.
Man. That's right, baby. I think Marcel Reed is going to have a better game than Carson Beck. I think he's a better college player than Carson Beck. I think A&M is more battle tested in the SEC than the Miami is in the ACC. The ACC sucks. Miami didn't play. Miami played one good team, and they beat them. But the circumstances. They got lucky. And then not lucky, but they got lucky in that they caught him in week one.
They got lucky. They played him week one. That's where they got
right
lucky.
with a new quarterback. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's beside the fact. We don't have to rehash that. And I mean, the death knell for me in Miami is I think Cristobal will fold if the game is close, and I think the game's going to be close. I don't trust Cristobal to win that game for him.
And I think Elko's a better coach than Cristobal, so that's a good point. And Kyle Field's going to be rocking. Didn't you say it's a morning game? What time does that game kick off?
It's
noon.
11.
Oh, man, they
a.m. their
screwed the
time.
Aggies, man. That's terrible. Why are they having an early game like that?
Dude, the last two games are Ole Miss and Tulane and Oregon and James Madison. I mean, obviously we're getting to those, but yeah, it's the they've just the committee has just screwed this up every way possible.
Yeah, this year is an absolute clusterfuck. Like you
completely
have Oregon playing to nobody and Ole Miss playing to nobody, and you put those on primetime evening games, and you make this game, which is probably going to be the most competitive game in the first round. And when they're going to play that at noon at Kyle Field, when you have that's crazy. If I'm an Aggies fan, I'm pissed. Because nighttime Kyle Field is different than daytime Kyle. I mean, every stadium is that way. I don't understand. Yeah, to your.
All right, so next up is Ole Miss and Tulane. Number 6 Ole Miss versus number 11 Tulane. This one's at 3:30 Eastern on TNT, True TV, and HBO Max. I don't have a lot of good things to say about this game, honestly. So,
I mean, I want to talk more about the committee. Like Tulane, I mean, props to you for making it, but you should not be it's stupid. Like, why do Oregon trot their third team out there and win this game? So,
well, that's my problem. Yeah, so we'll get to that, but that's my problem with James Madison. I mean, you can, obviously Tulane, I could make at least some semblance of a case for to be that 12th team. I'm saying not to be 11. Notre Dame should be in there, and Alabama should be. Notre Dame should be 10, Alabama should be 11, and Tulane should be 12. But it is what it is. As far as this game is concerned, one of the interesting things for me is there were 6 rematches in college football this year, and the loser of the first game won 5 of those rematches. The only one that didn't was BYU against Texas Tech.
It's hard to beat teams twice, right? Like good teams.
It is.
But
it is.
I don't see that happening. I mean, it's an interesting stat, but I don't think
so either.
Here. I mean, I hope it does. So. I'd laugh so hard. I mean, I'd love for that to happen, but the chances of that I think are very remote.
Yeah, I mean, I will say the fact that Kiffins isn't coaching and Sumrall stayed and is coaching out the season. That's there's some interesting little if there is an upset, this is the most likely of the two for sure, in my opinion.
Of the two games of those two,
of the two, of these two long shots.
Oregon's a ton better than Ole Miss to begin with, so
I think the upset will come from Tulane if that were to happen. I think Summerall can win that game, and I can see Ole Miss turning it over, getting frustrated. Yeah, they have a new coach, but it's a defensive coordinator. But it's not Lane, so or they come out with a chip on their shoulder and they absolutely dog walk them.
I mean, I would love to see
Yeah.
the SEC team go down to. I mean, because it'd be absolutely hysterical. But
It would.
The two teams that Tulane lost to this year, Ole Miss and the other one's escaping me, but their two losses, they got blown out. But in both games they lost handily. So I think if Tulane does lose, it'll be another ass kicking and it'll be a boring game. If it's close, I don't know. I could see maybe Tulane pulling it off, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think too much Kawan Lacey and Trinidad Chambliss, which is a great name. I love that name, Trinidad Chambliss. That's awesome.
That is a sweet name, man. Props.
That's a sweet name. Yeah, that's a sweet name.
Yeah, that's a sweet name.
Yeah.
But I hope he loses. I mean, I'm rooting against all the SEC teams other than the Miami game. So I hope they're
right.
Yeah, but they're not gonna.
What do we got next up? What do we got? Oregon, number 5 Oregon. James Madison, 12 James Madison, excuse me, at number 5 Oregon, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, TNT, True TV, HBO Max. I find it hard to root for Dante Moore, but I don't see how they don't win this game.
Yeah, it's going to be like 63-0.
This is a warm-up game. Yeah, Dante Moore is going to be on the bench in the third quarter. This is going to be a warm-up game.
It's going to be like our Syracuse game.
Yeah. I think Oregon is a hot team too. So we've talked about this before. I think they can do some damage in the tournament. So who do they play? The winner of this game? Do they play Georgia?
Let's see.
No, wouldn't they play Ohio State?
Yeah.
Let's see.
5?
I don't think so because Oregon's or maybe because Ohio State's 2 or 3.
Ohio State's 2, so that's why I would think they would play
Oregon?
Ohio State. Oregon would play Ohio State.
They play the winner of this game plays Texas Tech.
Oh.
Ooh, Tech, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because Oregon's about to get after both of those teams.
I was going to say because James Madison's coming. I was in the middle of a drink, but I was going to say because James Madison's on their heels.
Well, of course, James Madison's going to win the whole damn thing. JMU. Go put $10 on them, to win the whole thing.
How much is that? How much does that pay out?
I don't know. A lot, probably. No, but I think Oregon's going to smack them, and I think Oregon is going to smack Texas Tech too. So, you know what? I got problems with all these conferences other than Big Ten. So, Big 12, your little commissioner wants to run his mouth. I can't wait till Oregon runs your ass out of there. So, I got thoughts on that too. Yeah.
Well said.
Hey, who plays Georgia? Is it the winner of Ole Miss versus?
Yeah, I think.
Let's see. That would be Ole Miss and Tulane. Yep.
Lucky.
And then the winner of A&M and Miami play Ohio State.
Mm.
I would love that.
Yeah, man, this tournament's wide open. I mean, I think this is
That's going to be I'm with you, Patches. That's a good call. I want to see Miami. That's the part this is the section I'm looking forward to by far the most is Miami and Texas A&M and the winner of that game versus Ohio State.
Yep.
I hope Ohio State
wins that game. Whoever wins those, I believe, is probably going to be the national champion. I think Indiana. They play somebody. They're going to have a problem. So
you think Indiana's going to have a problem against a good team?
I think
so. They played Ohio State and Oregon.
Ohio State is down too. Ohio State isn't Ohio State from last year too.
Well, here you go. Let me give you a little foresight. You're right, but let me give you a little foresight. We were talking about rematches and how that how the 5 of the 6 teams. Well, if that holds true, Ohio State could go to the national championship and play Indiana, and I could absolutely see them winning a rematch there to win the national title.
I could absolutely Ohio State could beat Indiana in a rematch.
Yeah,
but I still think the championship team is going to come from one of these 3. Ohio State, Indiana, or Oregon. One of those 3 are going to win the championship. I
don't know, man. Don't sleep on Texas Tech, man. If Texas Tech gets by Oregon,
no, they're not getting by Oregon.
No, man.
Oregon's going to.
I think they're better than you. I think they're better than you want to give them credit for. You
ain't getting no credit from me. The little Raiders aren't getting any credit from me.
All right.
You beat BYU. Whoop-de-doo. They suck.
Dude, but listen, on paper, that's what everybody says about Notre Dame. And what's our response? Well, we beat the shit out of teams we were supposed to beat the shit out of.
You know what? When Tech can
Texas
go
Tech
into the playoffs and
did
win some
work
playoff
against the teams that they were supposed to do work against.
I don't give a shit. They
And
beat
lost to
BYU. That's
ASU.
what I think they did. And Oregon's going to wear their ass out.
Okay.
The Little Raiders are going home. The Little 12
I think
is
Oregon
going
has
home
too
in
much
the next
speed
round.
for them.
What'd you
think
say,
Oregon would have
Patches?
too much. I think Oregon has too much speed for Tech.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about this next week. We need. Let's move on. But
I'd say this before we move on.
But we'll talk about this next week. I differ from you guys.
Yeah, if they were playing in Lubbock, I might think differently. But neutral field, no chance. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll see.
What
see.
you got?
We'll see. All right, I want to talk a little Heisman Trophy show. This first of all, before we move on to the hotter topic of what came from the Heisman, I just want to say this show is too damn long, dude. It is boring as hell. It's unwatchable, and that's coming from a fan who had a dog in the fight. Like, if I didn't have a dog in the fight, and don't get me wrong, let me be clear. I did not watch the entire thing. I watched the YouTube clip on Jeremiah Love's part later on, but I kept kind of jumping back a little bit.
I
here
didn't
and there
watch
to
a
just kind
second of it.
I didn't watch
Dude,
any of it at all.
I
It's
watched the YouTube highlights
brutal.
of Jeremiah Love's interview with Marcus Freeman. That's it.
It's brutal.
didn't even
I
watch
bet
it. I
more
haven't seen any
people.
of it.
I bet more people voted for the Heisman than watched the fucking thing. It was
that
terrible.
Heisman show sucked. It was way too long. And
It's so bad.
It just seems. But I'd rather probably watch paint dry.
And they
mean,
really
why
need to
is
think about how
college
they're
football-
ranking these players? We're Notre Dame fans, so of course we think Jeremiah Love should win it. But I mean, honestly, is Fernando really the best player in college football right now? I don't know.
No. Jeremiah
honest?
Love is.
Yeah,
Jeremiah Love is.
Indiana
Today,
had a good football team, and they deserve all the praise. They are the
Go
number
ahead,
one
Patch.
team going into the. Oh, go ahead, Patches.
today it was proven there was only one out of all four of the candidates. There's only one unanimous All-American, and that was Jeremiah Love, and he got voted first team by every single one.
See,
Pavia
and
got
that's what's
voted-
crazy is it used to be like I don't know. Why is the media the media is in tune, but everybody else, the Heisman voters and the playoff committee, it's like, is it I don't know. I don't understand. I do understand, but it drives me nuts. It makes me throw my hands in the air. Fuck it.
I'm actually
it's
not
hard
that
to
upset
care.
though, because I like that kid. I like Fernando. So
I do too. I do too. But
I'm
he had
actually
a very average dude. He won the Heisman because somebody had to win it, and it should have been Jeremiah Love because he was the most outstanding player on a very good team.
But
if not a great
if the
team.
role was reversed,
We won't know because y'all didn't give him a chance to be great.
Well, that's true. But if the role was reversed and CJ Carr was we were the number one team and we beat Ohio State, we beat Oregon.
Dude,
and
I'm
even if
honest,
CJ
man.
Carr had modest numbers. We'd be like, he's the Heisman. We're the best team, and he's the quarterback. Because that's what they always do. They give it to the.
I
best
know,
team.
and I would tell you, I will be honest and tell you it's bullshit.
Well, yeah, it is bullshit. But it'd be robbery to take it from him when they've done it all these other years.
I mean,
right?
Ashton Genty should have won it last year. They get it wrong almost every single fucking
who won
year.
it last year?
Hunter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and he was good. Like he's a good player, but he was not the Heisman, dude. Ashton Genty had probably the second best rushing season in college football history, maybe even the best with Barry Sanders, and he should have won. That's why I knew Love. That's why I said all year long that Love had no chance. On this show, I've been saying Love had no chance because I knew if Genty didn't win it last year, you almost have zero shot as a running back. What do you have to do as a running back to win?
But I think the problem is this, and if we're being honest, Indiana fans and voters can say, hey, in the best game, Mendoza made plays at the end to win it. He made some clutch throws, some big throws. I know that one.
He threw one 40-yard pass.
Hey, I'm just saying he
fuck?
made those plays, and Indiana's the number one seed, and they point to, well, when Jeremiah Love played against Miami, he had 30 yards. You know what I mean? So
you know how
one
everybody
game.
always but what about what
I'm
about
just saying
pointing to
go ahead,
Texas
Patches.
A&M? Texas A&M, he had almost 150
Yeah, but they lost,
yards,
Patches,
all-purpose yards.
But
they lost, but nobody
lost.
says about that.
But like he said, I mean, that's 150 yards against a
and
good
two
team.
touchdowns.
Look,
And
it's nonsense.
One
It's
of them
just
was a
Mendoza
one-handed
showed up
catch for a
against
touchdown.
Oregon and
it's a
Ohio
talking
State.
point, dude. No, stop. Stop.
No, your Notre
That
Dame
shit is a
bias
talking
showing
point.
here.
Anybody? No, it's not. Anybody that
Yeah.
has two eyes. This is the same shit that happened to Rocket. Ty Detmer won it. And he didn't deserve that shit either. It should go. And I'll say this next year when Notre Dame. I'll say this next year when Notre Dame has nothing to do with it. It should go to the most dynamic player who had the best season within what they can do. There's no definition for the Heisman. No, everyone just votes with, off of popularity. It's a popular vote. It doesn't, it's dictated by the talking heads at ESPN. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I'm just saying, I don't mind Mendoza getting it because they beat two of the best. They beat two of the big playoff teams, and he played pretty good in those games. Was he lighted up on fire? No, but he played well enough to win, and he made clutch throws.
You're right. You're right. He's a great game manager. I'd love to have him as a game manager. He'll be the next Trent Dilfer.
I'm not saying he's some big pro prospect. I mean, I think he is going to be the first pick in the draft. I mean, there's that too. But, the truth is Jeremiah Love is the best player in college football. I'm not debating that. But
thank you.
But he was not impactful in the Miami game. He wasn't. Like,
okay. All right. Let's move on. It is what it is. We got to move on. Let's talk about Diego Pavia, dude. Bro, what the fuck? This guy.
If
little
Axe
Manziel,
body
little
spray was
Manziel
a person. If Axe body spray was a person.
Here we go. Let's
right
rock
there.
some
Boom.
of this.
There he is.
Nice.
Hold on here. This guy.
He looks like a
Look
midget.
at this guy. I mean, can you believe he would put this out?
Yes, because we've been watching him all year act like a clown.
Yeah.
I mean,
this dude
crazy.
is a little Manziel. Like he wants to be Johnny Manziel, and he's going to end up.
The only reason anybody knows his name is because of his mom. Because they kept showing her all over ESPN and everything that she was ever on.
He was a hell of a college player here, but
this.
I mean, he's absolutely a clown. I'm glad he's not in the playoff. I can't stand this dude.
All right, yeah. Look at this guy.
Well, I want a couple of chains like that.
I mean,
we should start wearing chains like that on the show.
Yeah, you want to? Yeah, I like that. You know what? I'll give him credit. I like the cream and the dark. I like the dark colored undershirt with the cream suit. That's a nice look. You
like the turtleneck?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah, like no.
That outfit is.
I don't know. I don't like the outfit as a whole. I like the color scheme, but Penny,
you are right, man.
I'll rock a.
That walk is crazy.
Didn't he walk? What's he doing? What's he?
It looks like he has to
be doing.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. And then the fuck Indiana thing, like look at this here.
Yeah.
Let me.
What? I didn't hear this.
He put fuck Indiana too.
Why?
At some club or after party that they were at.
Oh, because Mendoza won?
Either that or because they're in it and he's not.
I think it's probably because Fernando won, right?
Yeah,
he's like 30 years old. It took him 30 years or 7 years to get to the Heisman.
He shouldn't even been allowed to play this season. Let's be honest. The dude's 40 years old. Oh, look at this clown. Well.
Yeah, such a role model, right?
Yeah, and then his lawyers issue.
You got to give him a little credit.
And then his lawyers.
I mean, if he deserves credit, the only thing he deserves credit for is the little piece that he's got on his arm.
The blonde on the side right there.
The blonde that he had stand next to him.
Yeah, that he paid to do that.
Yeah.
Well, and then and then of course right, probably, and then and then the
let it out.
Nope, I'm good. I'll hold on to that one.
Pocket that one.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't know. Yeah, he's this is definitely a choice. Oh, that's what I was going to say. His lawyer, or agent written apology. It's like, come on, bro. Like, we all know that, you said what you said, you did what you did,
He called it confidence. That's what he said. He said, we all have a confidence down here at Vanderbilt. Like, no, that's just you being it.
I don't think Clark Lee wanted that kind of confidence out in public.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Clark's had some comments the last week or two as well, kind of shot at Notre Dame a little bit. not direct, but he's made his own little comments.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I'm letting
Yeah.
you off the hook either, Clark. I saw them. I keep it real. I know a lot of people want you to be the next head coach if and when Marcus leaves, but you can count this guy out on that. I saw those tweets, Clark. I saw them.
I saw him.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Let's talk a little Michigan, man. These guys, boy, they stay taking L's, huh? I mean, obviously they won the national championship, but at what cost? They've had 11 staffers arrested or banned for violations since 2015, since Harbaugh was hired in 2015. 11. That is an insane. That's like Florida, 2005 numbers.
Back to the urban days.
Man, they're giving them a run for their money, aren't they?
How many murderers do they have, though, Casey? How many murderers are going to come out of this?
Yeah, fair enough. I ain't going there. None. As far as I know, none.
Hopefully none.
I don't know. Sherrod feels like he might want to kill some folks. Who knows?
That's the Trump. That's the Trump card. I don't know if if he did, it'd probably be himself. But yeah, absolutely.
Texting OnlyFans models.
Yeah.
I hope he gets help, the help he needs. But yeah, that's. I feel bad for the players. As always, like that. Like say what you want, and I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but. Say what you want about Penn State. Like I know everybody, Notre Dame fans like to hate Penn State. My thing is back when all that stuff happened, I just felt bad for the players, and I feel bad for Michigan's players now. Like I don't hate the players, I hate the fans in the school. But I mean the players are still people, and they pick the school
with any of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and now they have to deal with the aftermath of all this, and that sucks. But
I don't feel that bad though, because you're still Michigan and you chose to go to Michigan. So.
That's true, and and I'll never. I mean, obviously we stuck it in the show. I'm not going to miss a chance to go at them. So, we got that one. All right, transfer portal. I just want to kind of run this down real quick. Guys that have announced they're coming back to their respective schools. Manning. What's his name?
Archie.
God, thank you. I kept wanting to call him Eli. Hey, Archie.
Oh, I thought you had a joke coming. No, I think Archie made the right call too. Yeah, he needed to come back.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. And he seems like a smart kid. I'm rooting for him. Honestly, I like him.
He started playing better at the end. Yeah, so I could see him.
I think he's gone about everything the way I would want my son to go about it. He's been he's a good kid. He seems like a good kid.
He is.
And he's got he's got a good support group. I'm rooting for him. I hope he has a good career. So
yeah, he seems like a good kid.
Who I'm not rooting for is Jaden Maiava. He announced he's coming back to USC. As a person, I'm sure he's fine. I don't know him as a person. As a player, I'm not rooting for him, especially when they play Notre Dame. He had the whole re-signing announcement that made some interesting news. That's just the way the game is today.
I wonder who came up with that.
Oh,
right.
Well, sure. Came up with that? I wonder who came up with that.
Right. Obviously, it was Chad Bowden, but look, I mean, say what you want as a Notre Dame fan. It was smart. It's a marketing ploy. Everything's a marketing ploy anymore. I mean, I don't, people on the board were like, this is what college football has come to. Fuck yes. This is what college football has come to. This is what sports has come to.
I'm not giving Chad any credit. So you give him all the credit you want. I ain't giving him shit.
Okay.
It was cheesy and stupid as far as I'm concerned.
I think, look, he's done some cheesy and stupid shit, especially at Notre Dame. I don't pay attention to him now that he's at USC. I don't follow them. They ended up with the number one class in the country. And in this particular case, they ended up with the number one class on 247. They didn't end up with the number one class on 3. Okay, fair. Either way, he got him to a top
number one class on 3 patches.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we were at number 1,
and we all know 247 rankings are trash. So the one that mattered, we had the best class. I wouldn't trade our class for USC. Now I agree. Casey,
I wouldn't either.
Right. Like Chad, he brought USC a good recruiting class. So he did.
And this was an innovative move, dude. This is where it's going, whether you like it or not. This is where it's going.
Matters, dude. Him announcing that doesn't do.
I don't think it is either. But when you have your starting quarterback coming back for his last year, I understand the thought process of saying let's make an announcement out of this. NFL teams do it, and they don't even have the influence the college teams do as far as recruiting. So I get it. I don't.
All right,
I don't.
so when
I'm
Billy
not as
Stroud says he
dumbfounded.
wants to come back, we should roll him out in front of a TV and be like, I'm here to announce my decision.
Roll out.
So let me ask you this: if Love decided to come back, if J Love decided to come back, or Price decided to come back, don't you think Notre Dame would have made some sort of more than just like some little press release that comes out? I think they would have.
Maybe Marcus Freeman would have made a commercial. That would have been dope.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Remember when he made
if you're not going to take it
commercial?
seriously, hey, if you're not going to take this seriously, then that's fine.
I am being serious. Remember when they started making those
I'm done with your
commercials and
shit.
stuff?
We're moving
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I'm done with your shit.
We're
We're
moving
taking
on.
this serious. Okay, let's go.
No, that's fair. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Going pro, Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, Mekhi Lemon, Caleb Downs, Ty Simpson, which I think is an interesting choice.
He already made his decision. I missed that.
That's what I Googled it today. That's what it said.
I've never seen that. A player playing in the playoff is already announcing their NFL.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but when I Googled who's going pro, his name came up. So maybe they just expected him to. I could have been AI duped. That's possible. That's possible.
That's interesting. I've never seen that. That's crazy.
I mean, I think it'd be stupid. So if that was wrong information, I wouldn't be surprised because I think he should come back. Hill Jr., the linebacker from Texas, and Peter Woods, the defensive lineman. I think he's a defensive tackle from Clemson.
Yeah. Clemson lost like names. 4 starters.
And then, well, they're probably going to, I mean, they got a good culture, but, I doubt they pay as much as most teams. And then as far as transfers are concerned, Timu Mahomes, Dylan Raiola, also known as Dylan Raiola.
I think sorry, not to interrupt, because you were wrong. According to this story that came out on December 9th, he's getting $2.3 million and predicted to come back next year.
Who is?
Smart. Simpson.
Okay, cool.
Smart. He should.
He's predicted.
Yeah, I thought he should come back. I mean, I hope he goes to the pros just to screw Bama over, but I don't think he's that good anyway. But I mean, anyway.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola transferring from Nebraska.
Little Mahomes.
Timu Mahomes.
Yeah,
Mahomes. Yeah.
I forgot
he'll be in Miami next.
He probably will be at Miami next. That's a good call. I could see that for sure. Or DJ Lagway. That was the next step. I could see him in Miami as well.
Yeah.
Brendan Sorsby, the quarterback at Cincinnati. He's on the market. Kenny Minchie, Notre Dame's backup quarterback.
Kenny. I can't wait to see where he lands.
I can't either. I'm curious. I'm rooting for that kid.
I saw Texas Tech as a possible place.
That'd be a good fit, man. I think he'd ball there. Then
I think so too.
Some damage in the playoffs. Big.
I think so too. I could see them cutting him a check, and that'd be good. That'd be, good for him. I hope I'd like to see that. Nick Marsh.
Good.
Nick Marsh, the boundary receiver from Michigan State, looks like might end up at Notre Dame. Hopefully,
Under Papa, we need him.
Yeah,
we need him bad. Pay the money. Get him and CJ connected.
Who?
Edwin Joseph. Oh, go ahead.
Say that again. Gerbs?
What? Say
what?
Whatever you said. You said something.
Oh, I said Marsh needs to come home. To him and CJ need to get connected.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else.
No,
you were talking about the wide receiver from Rutgers.
Oh, you want to talk about Russ or what's his last name? Russ or Russ?
Yeah, what's his name? We were just talking about that.
Yeah. This is a professional
what's
podcast.
His name? I don't know. Hey, that's all right. We got to look stuff up. Something.
He's like 6'6".
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Bear with us here.
And KC are about the same height.
If I stand on your shoulders. I can't find his name. Whatever. The boundary receiver from Rutgers. I hope Notre Dame finds a way to get both of them. I doubt it.
What about Hollywood?
Nice. Hollywood Smothers.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
Man, I really want that kid for sure. He's a dynamic player. I think I honestly, I expect Notre Dame to land him. I do. And apropos of nothing, like I haven't heard any rumors, the stabs on any message boards. I haven't heard anything like that. I'm just going straight off of need, fit, and gut feeling. I think Notre Dame makes a run at him, and I'd honestly be a little surprised if they don't get him.
Yeah.
I think
I'm kind of thinking the same.
I think G. Brian is going to go to the transfer portal, and I think if we were to get Smothers, probably lose one of the other 2 running backs, but not the freshman.
No, yeah, we're not going to lose the freshman over it. But
no, I mean, I can see
we bring in Hollywood. I don't care which one leaves out of the 3 that we have.
I'm not going to go so far as to say I don't care because we need
Why
2
do you
running
care?
backs.
Well, yeah, they're not all 3 going to transfer. They know that we're going to play 2 of them. So
no, but who's all 3? The third one's
Well,
who?
we have
Keaton
4.
Young.
Yeah, it's Nolan, James, Young, and Williams, right? So if 2 of them leave,
And,
okay.
okay.
We have Hollywood. We have.
Keaton
Nolan,
Young
I'm
might
fine
need
with
some time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see.
But I also think the freshmen can push the room. I think Osborne can play day 1. Like maybe not be your starter. You probably don't want that, but I mean, you want to give him 5-6 carries, he can do that.
I think he'll have a Jeremiah Love type freshman year where he can make an impact. Yeah, I could see that. I'm not saying I'll have a Jeremiah Love career. I'm saying I could see him have a Jeremiah Love type freshman year. Yeah,
I do think he's an NFL running back. I think he will be.
I do too, and I think God, what's the other kid's name? God, I'm so bad with
Walton.
names.
Walton's a baller too.
Thank you, Jonas Walton.
Yeah,
I think I could see him if he makes an impact before Osborne. I would not be floored, and I love Osborne. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. I think both of them are great backs. So.
Walton has home run speed. That's yeah. So
yep,
he's a baller too.
All right, what else you got for us, Casey?
That's it, man. That's a wrap. I appreciate y'all tuning
I think
in.
there's one more transfer, the defensive tackle from Wake Forest, right? That's another big one. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm not going to try. I'm bad at pronunciation. So, Casey, you try it.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm going to pass on that one.
Patches? Come on, Patches.
We'll get a Faka 2 out of this.
Let's get Patches. Yeah, let's where you said we're going to Faka 2.
How do you
say
his name?
We'll get a Faka 2 out of this. It ain't going to happen.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, I'll get a cease and desist letter in the mail for even trying.
Right.
Well, anyway, everybody knows who he is. I think we're after that kid too, and I think what they need.
Yeah, from Wake Forest, he's on the top 5 in 24/7's top available transfers. I mean, that list is going to be fluid and change, as guys announce, but for who's out there right now. So, all right, I think that's a wrap. We appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. Get in the comments, and we'll see y'all next time on
Clash More Mics. Alabama, you suck.
3-2, 3-2 Oklahoma.
Alabama's going home.
Roll Tide right down the fucking hill.
Roll Tide right down the fucking toilet.
Yeah, right down the toilet.
Let's go JMU.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. We'll see y'all next time.
Tulane, not Tulsa. Tulane. Go Tulane.